Is 30 the cutoff point for chasing your startup dream? Have you ever thought, if I didn't start in my 20s, I've missed the boat? Well, today we're going to shatter that myth. Science, data, and real-world success stories prove one thing: that 30 might actually be the perfect age to launch your business. Stick around, because what we are about to tell you could completely change the way you think about age and entrepreneurship. Welcome to the enterprise world, and buckle up as we bust another business myth for you. Chapter 1. The myth of the 20-something founder. Let's start with a familiar image. Hoodie-wearing, 20-something tech geniuses in Silicon Valley, coding all night, disrupting industries before they even graduate. We've all heard the stories of Mark Zuckerberg launching Facebook at 19, Steve Jobs was 21 when Apple started, and Bill Gates was just 20 at Microsoft. And because of these stories, we've been sold a narrative. If you're not young, you're too late. But here's the truth. These are outliers. Rare exceptions. A study by the U.S. Census Bureau and MIT looked at 2.7 million startups. Their finding? The average successful entrepreneur isn't in their 20s at all. They're 45. Yes, you heard that right, 45. Chapter 2. Why 30 might be the golden age. So why does starting at 30 and beyond actually give you an advantage? First, experience. By 30, most of us have spent nearly a decade in the workforce. That means you've gained industry insights, spotted inefficiencies, and built problem-solving muscles you just didn't have at 22. Second, network. At 30, you know people. You've worked with mentors, colleagues, clients, and maybe even investors. That web of connections can open doors no LinkedIn cold message ever could. Third, financial stability. Maybe you built some savings, or at least learned how to manage money better. That safety net reduces the fear of failure, and fear is what stops most people from starting. So instead of asking, am I too old at 30? The real question is, do I now have the tools and perspective to succeed? And the answer, overwhelmingly, is yes. Chapter 3, Real-Life Proof, the Late Bloomers. Need proof? Let's look at some names you know. Reid Hoffman launched LinkedIn at 35. Arianna Huffington created the Huffington Post at 55. Sam Walton founded Walmart at 44. Even Ray Kroc turned McDonald's into a global empire at 52. None of these people were overnight college dropout success stories. They were seasoned, experienced, and prepared, and that's why their businesses thrived. And here's the kicker. According to Harvard Business Review, a 50-year-old entrepreneur is twice as likely to build a successful startup as a 30-year-old, and a full 5 times more likely than someone in their 20s. So if you're 30, guess what? You're not behind. You're just stepping onto the runway. Chapter 4, Fun Fact and Psychological Reframe. Here's a fun fact. Colonel Harlan Sanders. Yep, the man behind KFC was 65 when he started franchising his chicken recipe. At 30, he was still trying to figure out life. So why do we think 30 is too late? Psychology. We're conditioned to see youth as innovation and age as limitation. But research shows it's the opposite. Experience breeds better judgment, resilience, and leadership. So the next time you look in the mirror and think, I should have started earlier, flip the script. I've been preparing for this moment all along. Chapter 5, Closing Impact. So here's the truth bomb. 30 isn't too late. It's the sweet spot. You've got energy, but also experience. You've got ambition, but also perspective. And most importantly, you've still got decades ahead to build, fail, learn, and build again. The only thing stopping you is the belief that you're too late. And beliefs? They're meant to be broken. So, if you're sitting on that business idea, stop waiting. Start sketching. Start building. Start pitching. Whether you're 30, 40, or 50, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Now I want to hear from you. What's one business idea you've been sitting on, waiting for the right time? Drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who thinks they've missed their chance. And remember, you're never too old to start something new.